Cities band played this in the Rose Parade yesterday.
Yep. All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Can you hear me?
Yeah. You blew my right eardrum. Good Lord.
Maybe that's why you can't hear all the other one. You put the deaf last time.
Yeah. So is it too loud for you?
Go ahead, you're okay.
It's fine with me, but I don't know.
All right, well, I don't know. Maybe Travis has got good hearing in one ear. Yeah. But anyway, we're live from Greenfield McClain tonight for boys high school basketball. We've got Zane Trace, the Pioneers, in to play the Tigers of Greenfield McClain. Both teams with losing records. The Zane Trace Pioneers are 3-4, and Greenfield McClain they're 3-5. So I've got Travis O'Connor and Charlie Hargrave and Jumpin' Joe. He's done for talking trash with all those referees down there. Joe Davis. You're truly Rick Phillips, right? Yeah.
I could tell them how great a job my students did.
All right, so can we hear you, Joe?
Here, Joe. Let me help you out a little bit. There you go.
Oh. Make sure you've got the microphone in front of your face. Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Just a little.
That's better, man.
I want to make sure that everybody hears your golden dulcimer tones there. All right. So anyway, tonight... What was that?
That's you guys.
Man, that's not me.
Tonight, you can't turn your head.
Huh? Sit up straight.
Might have to turn Joe down.
I don't know which one Joe is.
Might have to give him.
We're playing music.
I'm Joe.
We're playing musical headphones here. That's what happens when you mix them up like that.
Well, this one was in the middle, and Joe's was on the far side.
Yeah. Joe's was all the way on the far side?
Is that the mayor of
okay, so he's probably that channel there.
Joe's was over here.
Grandson.
You better, Joe?
Yeah, we're better.
All right. Okay. Well, anyway, let's go over the actual records of these teams. For Zane Trace, they are 3-4. New Hope Christian Academy is how they started off with a loss, 67-57. Then they proceeded to beat Paint Valley, 61-47. They lost to Huntington, 47-46. They lost to Westfall they beat Westfall 60-47. They beat Piketon 61-53. Vinton County was a loss 79-49. Wow. And their last game out, they lost to New Lexington 51-44. On the other hand, the Greenfield McClain Tigers, they lost their opening game to Upper Arlington, a D1 school, 53-30. Then they lost to Wilmington 55-29 here at McClain. Then they lost to Chillicothe 59-40. And then, I was going to say Chicago. That would have been a Chicago Bulls.
We just don't want to take a field trip there.
They beat Jackson 46-38. They beat Washington, the Blue Lions, 51-35. They beat East Clinton 76-18. Then lost to Unioto 66-41, and then followed that with their latest loss to Adena 43-28. So those are the records of each of the teams. And
so what's McClain's record overall?
McClain's record overall is 3-5, and Zane Trace is 3-4. But anyway,
by the records, it looks like they could be close, but that doesn't.
Right. Could be evenly balanced game here. We'll never know. You never know until they play it.
Joe's one they call jump ball.
Joe's ready to go referee right now.
That's what went through my mind since I saw it.
So I saw you point at it.
Who are you talking to, Joe?
Ball got stuck in.
It's stuck up there.
It's jump ball.
All right.
Yeah, it was sounding a little fuzzy there for a while.
Oh, you are a little fuzzy.
It's because you took your hat off.
It's a little fuzzy.
I left my other hat at home, Charlie.
You left your hat in San Francisco along with your hat, right?
Right.
Yeah, you was talking about the records there. Greenfield beat East Clinton that was 76-19.
Yeah.
And then loses to Adena, which Adena beats East Clinton by 10.
Yeah. Doesn't make any sense.
It's up and down.
Yeah,
they're up and down.
It does make it difficult to but once again, a lot of it just has to do with matchups.
And you talk about with Zane Trace saying they beat Lynchburg or beat Paint Valley.
Right.
Paint Valley just upset Lynchburg. It's got their starting five is 6'8", 6'5", 6'5", 6'3", 5'10".
Oh, I know. We saw it.
They handled it 61 to 47, so it wasn't any last-second shot.
Now, were those home and away? I mean,
It was at Plain Valley.
what about the East Clinton and those?
Greenfield beat East Clinton home, but got beat away at it.
Right. So that makes it different. You play a little better sometimes at home in front of your home crowd.
76 to 19.
Yeah, that's a little more. Yeah.
They said I didn't make it. We had a game that night. Said that everybody that shot, even the bench, couldn't miss.
I heard about that game. Somebody was on Facebook talking about it. And they were talking about how, man, everything up just swoosh, swoosh, swoosh.
Got about 4 minutes and 10 seconds before we get this non-conference filled underway, and should be a fun game. Nothing else. Good tune-up to get back into the late schedule. If nothing else for both teams.
So Greenfield has Trace Friday night.
Yeah, they've got 2 home games this weekend.
Miami Trace and Leesburg.
Yeah, Leesburg Saturday and Trace on Friday. So Trace, they've been beat yet? Does anybody know?
That D1 school, remember we talked about
Trace,
the
yes.
Wilmington game?
Trace dropped 2, I believe, now. They lost to Dublin Jerome, and I think they dropped 1 since then. Nothing in league.
No league losses yet.
Nothing in league, at least at this point.
Well, what's the rest of the Campus Nation schedule look like this week, Rick?
Well, let's see if I can turn it around here.
I guess I could do it. Let's see. Now we gotta get it to the right date there.
Yeah, we gotta scroll up. If I can scroll up, then we got it.
Need a touch screen.
It is a touch screen actually, but it's not. You don't have a touch, Joe.
Poor Joe.
And there we go. All right. So tonight, we have Zane Trace at Greenfield. Tomorrow, men's college basketball. Capital Crusaders of Wilmington fighting Quakers. Would y'all be there for that? Is anybody else going to join me tomorrow?
All the games through the week start at 7 with our pregame, and then 7:30 with the tip-off.
I might be able to be there for
All
that.
right, cool.
And then we've got boys high school basketball. Now, Charlie, you won't be there for that, so I need someone.
Joe said he
Joe said he could.
Uh,
I have a game with Manchester.
Yeah, okay, well, you can skip that then, Travis.
And Saturday afternoon,
You're just a coach.
Saturday afternoon, the college girls play against Bourbon Wallace.
And that's at 2:30.
And I'm refereeing that game day.
I'll have to look. I think we've got another game on Saturday.
We got one here, but I can do that because it's early in the day. It's like 3, I think.
I'll look and see and let you know ASAP.
And then, anyway, it sounds like we got everything covered. At least we're going to have someone there besides me.
Looking ahead, January 10th, a week from tonight, we got Washington Blue Lions, the Wilmington Hurricane. And then we'll just go out a couple more here. The 11th, Muskegon Muskies, the men's college action, come to play Wilmington College. And then the 13th, just Friday the 13th, and the Friday the 13th, boys high school basketball, Wilmington at Chillicothe.
Although Chillicothe's not that strong this year, so I'm not, I think that the only team, obviously, that, because Chillicothe, in fact, they dropped one, I thought the East Clinton or something. I mean, they
Miami Trace.
Miami
They lost to Miami
well, I
Trace.
would expect them to lose to Miami Trace, but they've just lost a non-power as far as in the SCOL just recently.
Yeah.
The away games right there I won't be able to make because I'll be coaching too close to game time. But the home games I might be able to leave practice and get there close to game time.
Yeah, as long as I can,
Even if you're a little late.
as long as I can scare up at least one person to do the play-by-play so I can operate the camera. And of course, a lot of it will just depend on Roger's ability to do cameras.
Friday is when he needs you.
Yeah, Friday I'll be done about 7 o'clock, 6:30, 7 o'clock. So
Well, that's at home, so
that's what I said. So I'll get there. I'll be there by game time.
yeah. So the Indians will be in to play the Hurricane on this coming Friday.
Have them make me a special parking spot.
We got another good band tonight. Last night we had the Beaver Creek Band. The Greenfield McClain Band sounded pretty good. Of course, I might be a little biased there.
Well, they have a good director tonight.
Yeah, David Weeks. He might be the head band director there next year.
Well, it's good that they've got someone that's talented that's coming
You
in
know
to
what?
replace you.
David marched with the Ohio State Buckeye marching band.
Aren't they going to name the floor after you leave, Charlie, or the
Band room.
They might name the restroom after me or something. I don't know. That'd be about it.
All right, so we're going to have the
I'll
national.
tell you what, no, it's been a fun place to teach, actually. I've been here 15 years, and it's pretty much flew by.
Yeah.
A lot of good people over here in the Greenfield area.
There are. I can't believe you've been here 15 years. I remember when you were at East Clinton.
I was at East Clinton for 12, Huntington for 4. have the starting lineups here. John Wynn at the PA.
Yes, sir.
Charlie McClain wasn't in school today, were they?
No.
All right.
Neither was Charlie.
Just the teachers.
Yeah, Charlie played hooky.
I had to help my wife out today. I need to get some prescriptions.
Is that the excuse you used?
Today.
I thought there was going to be some other excuse.
She was actually sick.
Well, that's true, yeah.
Introducing the non-starters right now for Zane Trace. So Travis, have you had a chance to see Zane Trace any this season yet?
Haven't seen him at all.
Zane Trace is more of a football power than they are basketball power, right?
They're up and down.
Yeah.
But usually it varies. When they're good, strong at one, they're weaker at the other.
Barbie Pillow is the first starter. Senior, 6-footer.
It used to be that you would
Isaac Beam starting.
you would be good at both when you had, but anymore everybody plays one sport.
Or if they do, they don't play like
Nestor.
basketball and football.
Nestor. Rittenhouse.
Drew Rittenhouse. Freshman, 6-foot freshman.
Johnson.
31 will key on him. So.
They got 3 freshmen on their varsity roster. No sophomores.
No.
All right.
Whole bunch of freshmen.
Oh, I know.
They say McClain Fighting Tigers?
Yes. Again, doing the non-starters here first.
Who's injured?
Jensen Knopf.
Knopf. Starting tonight. You don't happen to know that guy, do you?
Somebody paid him off to give him a
Brock Dean, 6-foot junior. McConnor, 6'4", forward.
So now, St. Trace is in the SBC?
Yeah. Jacob Starkey.
surprised how thin Owen is.
Matt Thornton. And Jay Beatty getting a start tonight.
So now, Joe, you've refereed these games before, haven't you? Or a couple of them?
Down a year or two ago, yeah.
So you know these referees, Joe?
No, they're from the southeast, southwest.
All right, get ready for tip-off.
McClain wearing the white uniforms will be going right to left on your radio dial. Zane Trace in the red uniforms will be going left to right. Zane Trace got the red unis with the blue trim, McClain white unis with the purple and gold trim.
But don't forget our video will be available on our website tomorrow evening for this game.
Takes it off.
And that was, he
Right
hit that.
to,
He hit that right at the top of the tip.
Number 30 gets the bucket, Drew Rittenhouse, right off the bat for Zane Trace. Looks like a practice play right there, guys.
Sure did, yeah.
And teams do practice that, yeah.
I thought he got it before it got all the way up.
He was up there, but I'm not too sure. I think the tip came at his top.
McClain just moving the ball around now. It looks like they're playing man to man, it looks like.
Yep.
Zane Trace is. O'Connor has it.
Soft
Puts it over to Beatty. Just working the ball around the outside. Oh, pass almost gets away, but Barton saves it. Barton dribbles around to the foul line, gives it off. Starkey has it, right wing. Pass underneath to Barton, turnaround jumper, and it's good.
All tied up. Hey, in the junior varsity game, wasn't it 29-26 McClain?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So we throw that in for the JVs.
Zane Trace for the basketball. McClain playing man to man.
Rittenhouse trying to run off a double screen on you.
Just moving the ball around the
A
outside.
little push on the offense. And I thought we had a steal there. Nice
Shot
little
was put
hook.
up by number 21. That's Nestor. That's his first. Just a little jump hook in the lane there.
Big
Looks like
freshman.
they're trying to do a little half-court trap here. Beatty gets it across.
Bad pass.
Got through, luckily. Got through Brock Bean. Back out to Barton on the right side.
Run the 2-1-2 or a 2-3 on you.
Well, but then they're following a man, they see.
It's like showing zone and jumping man.
Yeah. So that's why I asked the first time down, because it kind of confused me.
I think they're playing zone. I think they're just playing off ball a lot, and makes it look zone-ish.
Zone-ish, huh?
Zone-ish.
Starkey goes to the lane, puts it up, and it's in.
These teams that look like, at least at first, are fairly evenly matched.
4-4. Zane Trace with the basketball. Number 4, Darby Fuller has it.
Nice steal.
Starkey takes the pass away. O'Connor ends up with it, gives it off to Barton. They cross half court. Barton gets it over to Brock Bean.
Hands off. No hands-on ball player.
Brock Bean kind of stuck, but gets it over to Barton. O'Connor has it, drives the right baseline. Goes up strong. Doesn't make the shot. It goes out of bounds. It's off. Zane Trace says he's going to stay with the Tigers.
The rule this year is if you got the ball handler and you put a hand on him, foul. And
They're not being consistent with that, though.
No, they're not.
No way at all.
Nice pass underneath. O'Connor. Right side.
Roll around.
In and out. We're going to have a push from behind. Push from behind.
Over the back old style. I'm sorry, Joe.
They'll go, wasn't that over the back? I go, yes, it was. Just over his back is legal. Pushing him from the back is not.
See, Joe, I try to show you a little respect there.
That's right.
I've been saying that ever since you told me. All right, Zane Trace. With
There's an illegal screen. And
wow,
they
he gets the ball.
He football blocked him.
Yes.
Isaac Bean set the screen, went to the basket.
Official was right there. I mean, that's automatic. You call that in the first quarter, you won't have it the rest of the game.
Well,
You didn't train these officials, did you, Joe?
Joe doesn't know him. That's why I asked before the game started.
And I'm not being very...
Tell me you're here critiquing them from the radio.
Uh-oh. Three-pointer put up.
Shot. Oh, nice. A rebound by Connor. Goes up.
Hey, puts it in.
Yeah, good put. Is that what I said?
You said Connor.
Oh, sorry.
O'Connor.
O'Connor.
I got it, baby. I got it. I helped you.
O'Connor. Sorry.
I'm messing
Isn't
with
he
you.
like a nephew of yours?
I thought I said O'Connor.
I thought he
Zane
was your
Trace
nephew.
with the ball. Pillow has it on top. Gives it off to Drew Rittenhouse.
He's thin. That has to be the nephew.
Turnaround jumper at the top of the foul line. It's good by number 20, Isaac Green.
Well, we know for sure none of these guys are related to Charlie.
8-6, and that's good.
Poor Charlie.
That's a good thing. McClain gets the ball over half court. Almost got trapped, but
Should have went
Martin
one more.
drives left side of the lane. He gets fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot two. Fouled by number 20, Isaac Beam. His first, team's first.
So I imagine these teams will continue to play even after McClain leaves the SCOL since they're in such proximity to each other.
They may, yeah.
Well, they'll have to pick up a whole bunch of out-of-league games.
Yeah, because they're not,
Barton makes the first of two.
Because they're losing East Clinton, Clinton
Well,
Massey, and
no,
Wilmington.
East Clinton and Greenfield McClain I think are going to
No,
continue.
but I mean in the league they're going into, they'll have to pick up a bunch of non-conference games because the only one they're picking up is Jackson. Losing three and picking up one.
Goes off. Starkey rebounds.
Sorry, Charlie.
Brock Bean, right.
Wasn't me this time.
Travis is fine. Travis is bigger than me. I think I can whip you. All right. Starkey turn around at the left elbow. And the ball hits the wire at the top, and it's going to go back to Zane Trace. 8-7. Well, you guys just got to remember we do have a ball game going on. That's all I'm going to tell you, okay? You can opine all you want. Just make sure you have the ball game.
Well, especially when it's close like this.
Number 30 brings it up. That is Rittenhouse. Oh, that's a charge,
Good play by Potter.
Wait a minute. We got a travel called by this official and a charge called by that official.
The charge wins.
Nope, the travel won. No foul.
If he traveled prior to the contact, they'll call the travel.
Well, each referee called it, so I'll just leave it at that.
They flip a coin.
Yeah, this official's bringing the ball in. That official's still talking to the coach down there.
Trying to explain what's going on here.
Well, he's only going to be mad if they keep the charge.
That's what he's trying to make sure it's taken off. Yeah, he's arguing with his
No, they did call the charge, I guess.
Isn't that what I said?
No.
No,
that's what I said.
You were wrong as usual.
No, all three of you were wrong.
Wait a minute, here's the deal, though. The referee that called it did not go, and it was traveling. They took the foul off the board.
Charlie,
so
I'm glad you guys have this all figured out.
Well, you know, it was confusing.
It takes four of us in order to get this game right.
Actually, we had it right. You were the one trying to cause corruption there. All right.
They trace pressuring him.
Yeah, they do a little half-court trap, aren't they? Yeah. Brock Dean has it out on top, dribbles down the left side of the lane, puts up the layup.
Oh, nice play.
And he's fouled.
Took the ball from left to right, underhanded it up, and then got the foul. That's a great move.
Basket's good. That's a first foul on Luke Johnson. And that's the team's second. John's still saying team's third down there, but that's the team's second.
Well, they didn't take the one off the board, and that's what happened. So you would think it would still be the third place. They didn't take the
Trace gets the rebound, coming back the other way.
Coast to coast.
That was four. Darby Pillow.
Let him get too deep before they tried to stop him there. That's what happened on that play.
Run the 2-2-1 trap.
He's open down there. Getting
like a three-quarter down.
Connor has it. Left block. Goes up.
Great move.
That was nice. Fake one way, went the other way, put it up.
I showed him that.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say it's good.
You showed him that?
There we go. All right.
That's what didn't teach him ball.
Drew Rittenhouse. Ball. Wow, a lot of pushing and shoving, but no fouls being called.
Oh, back pass.
We're going to foul on number 2. Two on the reach.
He turned and threw that right to the other team. Luckily, he got fouled and got out of that.
Briscoe entered the game for Greenfield, replacing Dean.
He's just a freshman also.
Yes.
6'4" freshman.
And I did call him mystical in football.
Oh, that's good. At least you didn't call him
Marty Bogart. Marty is not here tonight.
Late for supper.
Starkey, nice drive. Lane puts it up, and it's good.
Pulled out to 13-10.
13-10.
Rittenhouse going to spot up here. Here it comes.
Wow, was there a foul?
No, he tried to get that foul. He jumped into the guy, and the referee fought it.
Fouls on Gray.
Terrible call.
It looked like Landry was straight up, too.
It was. He just jumped into the guy and
didn't they call that an offensive foul?
It could have been. But he didn't really gain any advantage from it, so it's no call, and that official gave him that. We'll have
to get you to come down the sack and help a few out.
First shot up.
Because there's a few of them that had some calls that way. It's like, whoa.
Isaac Beam.
I was telling Joe Davis is reviewing them.
That's right.
It's 13-11 right now. 2:15 to go in the first quarter.
Good close game.
Well, you can tell they're from the southeast. I'll put it that way.
Greenfield is up.
Here, Joe.
13-11, and
thank you.
Rebounded by Landry Gray. So 2 minutes, just a little over 2 minutes left here, first quarter.
We're in the diamond trap.
And we have a miscommunication on the pass. But there again, I'm a dumb band director, I'll admit this. But, I know even in that situation, he's in trouble. You got to come to him.
Yeah.
You got to come to the ball. Just don't stand there.
Them running that diamond trap, Charlie, they should put nothing against Old Mount Barton, but you got your smallest guy on the floor trying to throw it over a trap.
Ball's knocked out of bounds underneath. will stay with Zane Trace underneath
But he
the
did have two
basket.
guys open, and they just miscommunicated who's going to get that ball.
Kids don't use basketball sense hardly anymore to jump to the ball.
No.
Got him. I think that's one thing at Kettering Alter, girls team did last night. If you watch the video, they're constantly moving.
To the ball.
Constantly
And
moving.
that's one thing I drill into my girls. When the big girl gets a rebound, don't stand 10 feet away and say, I'm open over here. Go get it like a football handoff. Go right to her, get the ball, and take it. Don't
Shot goes out of bounds, and McClain takes over.
Now they
Briscoe
put
bringing the
Briscoe
ball
up.
up top. Gets it over to Beatty underneath. Landry
shot.
Gray, 10 first in the corner. That's good.
About 8 inches in height, helped out a whole bunch.
Oh, lost the ball. Briscoe going to try to get a quick hitter going the other way. Goes on the right side, puts the layup up and in.
Time for timeout, folks.
I tell you what, offensively, Greenfield is just unstoppable almost. If they could put a defense, if they're making too many mistakes on the defensive end, if they could stop a couple of these drives, it'd be wider right now. They're just not stopping them. That they can't stop Greenfield on that end. So
they're so
probably
big.
doing the same thing.
Yeah, 17-11 here, 1:24 to go, first quarter.
The group he's got on the floor now is 6'5", 6'4", 6'4", 6'4", 5'10".
Right? They got the height, yeah. No question.
I tell you, I think they could surprise some people. I really do. They beat Courthouse already.
Well, the teams they're supposed to beat, they're not beating. The teams that they should be getting beat by,
Yeah.
they're beaten. They're just up and down. It's
Yeah, there's no consistency in the way
they're
they're
not
playing.
consistent.
Yeah.
I think that win of when they beat East Clinton by whatever that big margin was more of a downfall to them than it was a plus.
Yep, 17-11. Zane Trace with the ball. Clay's still playing man-to-man. Almost a walk there
it
by
was very
Zane
close.
Trace.
Trying to force a
20
big step
drives to
through.
the right side. It's no good. Rebound comes down to Miskell.
Good defense.
And he's got Zane Trace Pioneers all over him, and he loses the ball. So Zane Trace with the basketball again. Shot up in the lane by
Ooh,
number
hang over
20.
the back.
Bean, no good. Another shot for
Travel. He tried a good call. Good call.
Travel on number 31.
Yeah, he
Luke
grabbed the
Johnson.
ball, took 2 steps, and then once you got the possession, you can't take those 2 steps. So.
And in immortal words of Bill Lehrman, we have less than a minute to play in the period. Less than a minute to play.
I thought, and your immortal words are the basket's your friend.
It is, baby. Hey, wait a minute. You guys laugh. but you know what?
We hear that all the
You know
time,
what?
Charlie.
Hey, am I right there?
The basket is
Wait a
your
minute.
friend.
Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Am I right? Hey, am I right?
And he was right.
Say it.
No,
Say it. Am I right?
Travis is right because their short guy just got pinned in and almost threw the ball away. And, he's a good ball handler. But when they pin him, they're taller than him. He can't see the guy to throw it to. Travis is right. Yes, sorry. Travis is right.
Joe, say the basket is your friend.
I try to tell my girls that all the time.
See, there you go. See, 2 coaches. There you go.
Tell them the bank board's your friend too, because
Shoot, that's your enemy, they think.
it's close. I don't call it the backboard. I call it the bank board.
The bank.
Because
bank
you're
is
banking that ball.
So you take it to the bank, right,
Take it
Joe?
to the bank.
I have no problem.
See, now they've switched up. They got Miskell bringing the ball.
Yeah, I think he wised up there because he saw that right in front of him that time.
Oh, ball is thrown away. 17-11.
You got to put something on that pass.
Zane Trace, will he go for one shot?
He
Maybe not.
traveled too.
Jump ball.
Oh, no, we're going to
he's
call a
called two.
foul. Going to call a foul on Landry Gray. He's been the recipient of 2 pretty close fouls tonight.
And I'm thinking that could have been called a jump ball easy because he went up with both hands over the ball. Now they're probably calling the body contact first.
That's what I was thinking.
I wouldn't want your guys' job, Joe. There's so many breakdown definitions of it. And there's always
They do
a,
that on purpose.
I know.
Got to keep it vague.
There's always a way to cover it.
No good by Darby Pillow.
But
Owen
to me, the
O'Connor
body
coming out.
contact was so minimal there. I don't know if I'd have called that. I think I might have given him a jump ball. Myself.
Starkey back in the game.
I mean, you're going to have body contact anyway.
Second one is up, and it's good.
All right.
5-point game.
26.8 seconds. So do you go for the last shot here, coaches?
Absolutely.
I would.
About losing the ball out of bounds.
No, he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah.
Freshman mistake.
Zane Trace had to steal.
Yeah.
They stepped out of bounds.
Right in that dead man zone. Right there is the dead man zone.
Don't go to that corner, man. Stay in the middle of the floor.
17 to 12. 20 seconds here. McClain on top by 5. Misko with the basketball. Gets it over to Brock Dean on the right wing. Gets it underneath. Starkey puts a little bunny up, and it's good.
Yeah, don't let them come back and score now.
4 seconds.
Ooh, he walked.
Another one.
Shot put up. No good. So, at the end of one, it's Greenfield, 19.
First quarter.
And first quarter, that's at the end of one. It's at the end of one. First quarter.
Charlie doesn't like to be corrected.
No, I'm just...
We'll come back and
Charlie's very sensitive.
The first half.
You guys been drinking or what?
Charlie's very sensitive about that.
Okay. So, McClain, 19. Zane Trace, 12. That's at the end of one.
And his brother Dave.
All right.
They're both got thin skin.
All right, no, it's... I'm trying to...
I'm leaving you alone, brother.
Owen O'Connor has 4. Brock Dean has 2. Jacob Starkey has 6. Matt Barton 3. Dalton Misko 2. Landry Gray 2. And only 3 fouls called on the Tigers that quarter. 2 on Landry Gray and 1 on Jay Beatty. For the Pioneers, Darby Pillow has 3. Isaac Beam has 5. And Nick Messer 2. Drew Rittenhouse 2, and 3 separate players have a single foul
I got a
each.
question to ask you. If you're writing down and your pen actually goes like that, how do you know that's not a point?
You don't have to worry about that.
This is
That's called
stenography.
Foul shots are supposed to be circle dots.
Now, here we go. I got my fouls. I know. I just do it so I have the score. That's all I care about. I don't care how many free throws. I don't care about anything else. It's total points.
They got Barton bringing the ball up again.
See, when we get sophisticated, we'll have somebody doing running stats for us.
Oh, absolutely.
Starkey has it out above the three-point arc.
Too much dribbling.
Gets it into Misko's hands. Back to Starkey. Barton, three-pointer, no good, real strong.
Oh, Starkey. Oh.
Push from behind?
I think he might have hit the top of his head, but he went over him and knocked the ball away, and I think that was clean. But if they go over somebody, they're going to call it a foul. But he went over and reached over and just nicked the ball, just barely touched the ball.
19 to 12. Tigers up.
Onto the screw. And there's another with a screen.
Cameron Evans with the ball.
shaking.
In the paint, number 20 puts it up. That is Beam, and he puts it in.
Back to a 5-point game.
19-14. We took a little trip. Over Colonel Jackson down to Mighty, Mississippi.
That's 18.
We took a little bacon and we took a little wings down the skin, guys.
We got our small guards trying to get it back to chest.
Three-pointer, Misko, no good. But it's rebounded by Starkey. Starkey puts it up, no good. Misko flies in, tries to get the rebound. And looks like it goes out of bounds off Misko, and good hustle there by the freshman.
So the Pioneers will have the ball.
Yes.
6:54 left to go till halftime.
See, he said 34.
I caught that.
See?
I caught that.
He's a man.
I caught that. St. Trace inbound, 19 to 14 now. Driving the lane, number 10, puts it up and in, Cameron Evans.
Another freshman.
Down to a 3-point game.
Got a lot of talent.
19-16.
Got 3 freshmen on the floor.
Yeah, that's good.
Driving the left side lane. Shots put
Nice
up.
shot.
Oh, good.
Off the glass.
They needed that one.
Basket is your friend.
The bankboard.
So is the bankboard. I agree, Joe. I'm right with you. Amen, brother. St. Trace going the other way.
Ooh.
Had 4 set up across the top. Number 10.
Oh, is there a charge? Yes, good call.
Charge is going to be called on Cameron Evans. That's his first, team's 4th.
Owen. I started to say Travis did a good job. Owen. O'Connor.
There we go.
Well, at least it's not Marty.
It's not Marty.
It's not Marty Bogart.
Danny Dodds did that on the radio station last year. Kept calling him that.
They kept calling Travis.
Yeah.
Matt Barton bring the ball up.
Well, Danny, I can understand.
Gets it over to Beatty. Beatty, they dribble right to that corner, don't they?
Yeah, they go straight to that dead zone.
Beatty has it.
Beatty gonna get caught with a push off.
Get it over to
Not the way they've been
Misko.
calling the game, I'll put it there.
Beatty travels. So going back the other way. Plains up 21-16, 5:43 to
Start
go.
going a little faster.
Second quarter. St. Trace bring the ball
Try
up.
to run that back door on them. And then come up the screen.
Rittenhouse. Trying to feed it into Beam, but it's not there. Still trying to. They got it to Beam that time. Ball's on the floor. It's going to be a mad scramble.
Jump.
I'll call it jump ball, and it's going to stay with Zane Trace.
Well, as a coach, I say they've got the ball, and you made them lose their jump ball they had to keep the ball. That's a good defense.
Yeah, I kind of miss the old jump ball back in the day.
I do too.
He said it slowed the game
Yeah,
down
it
too
definitely
much.
slows the game down.
I don't care. I
Not
still
that
liked
much.
it.
I don't think it did that much.
I still liked it.
You
I'm saying I liked it.
If you did it right, you get paid reward for the hustle.
Right.
This way,
You're giving the ball back to a team that just played bad offense and got tied up.
yeah.
Knocked away by
Defense
Barton.
makes a great play to tie you up, but you give it back to the offense. I don't like that. Ooh, I thought that was Saints' ball.
Zane Trace going to bring it back in. Yeah, Barton thought the other guy tipped it also.
He did.
Went
He
the other
reached for
way.
it and tipped it.
31.
It's off the rim.
Blocked. That was partially blocked, too. Barton went the other way. Oh, it's going to be over and back, I think. Yeah, over and back.
He got possession here and dribbled. Now, if you're still fighting for the ball, it's one thing. But once you get it and dribble and have possession, you can't go over that line.
Right. 5-12, 21-16. We got Darby Pillow re-entering the game for Luke Johnson.
Just as I thought Greenfield McClain was starting to spread the game wider, they've let the other team stay right there.
They've done
Well,
that all
this
year long.
trap's kind of messing with him a little bit.
And it
Starkey
shouldn't.
has it.
It's not that difficult.
As big as they are, pressure shouldn't hurt you at all.
No, not a bit.
Beatty. And leaves the ball out of bounds, does Misko.
He just tried to be too fancy dribbling the ball there a little bit.
Freshman, good ball player, good ball handler, just a little too excited.
So going the other
Tried to
way.
do too much. Just stay in control. You're
21-16.
fine.
Bringing the ball down is Cameron Evans.
Tell you what, he's going to be scary good as he gets older if he keeps working hard.
Yeah.
Ball's knocked out by Misko. As long as he can stay focused.
That's what I'm saying. Stay in there.
You may not have a girlfriend.
Too late.
He just said
Got
stay
about 62
focused.
of them.
Zane Trace with the basketball. Someone
yes.
put the shot up, and he gets
Got him on
hacked
the
by
elbow.
Beatty.
Go for the hand, but don't do this. And he caught him on the elbow.
Nick Nesser going to the line.
In high school, when the officials call no matter what it is, there are certain things you got to say. And if you ever watch the college, they do exactly what happened.
Nesser going to the line, shoot two. First one's up.
They've missed a lot of foul shots like that. They've hurt themselves in missing foul shots so far.
Both ways. Foul shots, kids nowadays don't want to work them.
We got blood. Oh, we got bleeder.
yeah,
Matt Barton's bleeding, so he's going to have to leave the game.
Looks like he's got a bandage around his knee and he's bleeding through it.
That's right. Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Broke loose.
They're going to have to take it all apart, I would
He's
imagine.
got to take them white leggings off. They're going to send him back to the room unless she can clean that.
Just put dark tape on it.
Yeah, that's what.
I don't like them.
Little dark duct tape around it, and you're all set to go again, right?
I give these kids crap about them leggings. If there's nothing wrong with it, you don't need to be ornamental.
Shots put up, no good on the second one. Still
Connor did a good job
21-16.
getting that rebound.
Missed both. Misko
As I
down
said,
hard
they
the other
missed a
way.
lot of rebounds. Ooh,
Gets it to Starkey underneath.
Charge.
He's got called on Starkey, and that's going to be Starkey's second foul
if he
as
had
well.
just caught it and went straight back up, he'd have got fouled and possibly made a bucket. But he came down and hesitated and then tried to push him out of the road to go up. Just go up. Let him foul you.
Still 21-16. Haven't had any scoring for a while.
St. Trace in the bonus on the next one.
Yes.
they're running the same play and they're not denying it. Knowing it's coming, beating the spot.
Fuller was ball out on top. Being guarded by Starkey. He goes right side, just goes by Starkey. Puts a little layup and in.
Got to 3.
21-18. Into Landry Gray.
Where's the middle, fellas? In the middle. Breaks the press. Don't dribble through it, Dalton.
On their way,
travel.
Puts a shot up, no good.
That's
goes out of bounds.
Good call.
It's going to stay with, it's going to go back to McClain.
Yes, because McClain was pulling it down. The other guy came through this way. His momentum took the ball out of bounds.
There's Landry Gray.
Good. Hit middle, go opposite.
He's wide open. Man, drive him.
Had the jumper.
Yeah, it'd been nice if Dean would have done a little backdoor cut there. That could have been wide open for him.
I think he could have also drove himself right down the lane.
Owen just got an offensive.
Nope.
Call against
defense.
Fouls on number 21, Nick Nestor, his first.
I think that was a good call. I don't think he put the kid.
I saw that arm come out for Owen. I was thinking the same thing.
But he was fouled first.
You guys talking about that backdoor cut. Kids don't read things like that anymore.
No.
Coach Van Meter would have ripped our tail. We'd have been subbed right now if you had a backdoor cut.
I'm going to tell you what, that team last night did, that girls team, Alden. You guys have to watch that video. It was really good.
Stupid foul and a
shot put up by Darby Poyle.
He got there way before the ball player.
Was fouled by Landry Gray.
And then stood there sideways and then bumped him sideways. And he could have got right in front of him and stopped that play.
So Zane Trace with a chance to tie here. They have cut that 7-point first quarter deficit to 1. And Darby Pillow is getting ready to Landry Gray goes out with 3 fouls.
If they score this, it'll be a good time for a 30-second timeout and say, boys, quit throwing the cross-court passes, walk the middle.
The cross-court passes killed them.
Shots up,
it'll be a 30-second me right here.
Tie ball game.
Look, we got nothing against Barton, but we got the smallest man on the floor bringing the ball up.
21-21.
And decide where they're going to pin you.
And then you got Jay. I love Jay to death, but he's dribble, pick it up.
And they're dribbling to the sideline to the corner.
It's all right. Jump ball. And session goes back to the Tigers.
We are allowed to editorialize.
Oh, yeah. Not a problem.
Freedom of speech.
But we probably see more basketball than some of these coaches. Oh, we are coaches.
Shots up. No good.
Good rebound.
Starkey with the rebound. Goes up.
Nice.
That was sweet. Up and it's in. 3 minutes to go. Second quarter. Turn the ball out of bounds. Turn the ball back over to the Tigers. 23.
I like that this official, it's his ball out of bounds, but this official's over there showing him, no touch, ball should go this way. Just in case he pointed this way, he's telling him, no, it's this way.
Diamond, half-court diamond.
Barton with the basketball, just dribbles right through it, goes up, puts the shot up, no good. Starkey rebounds, puts it up. Right-handed hook. Starkey's having the game.
Back to a 4-point lead for McClain, 2:35 till halftime.
Starkey has 10 so far, guys.
Good game.
Nice defense there by Miskell. Knocks the ball loose.
That Rittenhouse spotted up the ball.
Oh,
that's good. Number 40, Rittenhouse.
Yeah.
Back to a 1-point game.
25-24. Dean has it.
We're going to trap him. Picked him up.
Ball's on the floor.
Oh, there's a foul. Yes.
He dug on him.
They keep running to the same point on the floor. They get trapped every time. It's like, come right here. We'll trap you.
That's what I told our boys down there. That's the dead zone. Don't go to that either one of those corners when you cross. Either go to the middle or get away from it.
All right, Tigers bring the ball in.
So 30 with the foul.
If McClain gets fouled in the next 2 minutes before half, they will be shooting a 1-on-1.
That was Rittenhouse. Three-pointer, Miskell misses everything.
Get off Red's foot.
Oh, wow. Nice play by
Dean.
Brock Dean.
You notice the red boy just bowed his head. He didn't argue the call. So
He tried to shield him off from
he
getting
tried,
to it.
and then he jumped
Right,
over.
he tried to shield him off, but that was...
And he jumped over, knocked it straight down, and hit his foot.
Nice play by Brock Dean.
Good
Try to
hustle.
inbound
That's a
the
hustle
ball.
play. That's all right. Good foot.
Jay's going to the hole.
There's the right side.
Got the
Puts it
roll.
up and in.
Nice. 3-point lead with 1:49 left to go in halftime.
Tie ball game.
Three-pointer. Oh, short.
Let it go out.
Short
Look
by
good.
It did.
Blue Rittenhouse. Yeah, just a
Nice shot. Looked good. Just a
front
hair
of rim.
short.
27-24. Minute 40 to go.
Got a nice shot though. He does have a nice shot.
Beatty to inbound. Gets it to Barton. Now they do have Starkey up there toward the middle this time.
Well, they don't look middle.
Let's see if they run to the same spot.
Oh, you went middle. Oh.
There we go. Beatty
Baby's
gets it
going to the hole.
Gets it over to Barton. He gets fouled.
Took one of the
McGinn was calling the body on that one, if you noticed.
Fouls on 20. Isaac Beam. That's his second. Team seventh. So
Everybody's in bonus.
Both teams 7 fouls.
this will be a two-shotter, but yes, we have 1-1 for everybody.
I've called games like this where I look up in sevens and I've had somebody from the stand yell, "Call it both ways!" I'm like, 7 here and 7 there. I think we have been.
Martin makes the first one.
4-point Tiger lead.
Starkey comes out. O'Connor back in.
Now play good defense and don't give up anything cheap and easy. Right
Second
now.
one's up. No good.
Good hustle. Almost got the
Zane
rebound.
Trace gets the rebound.
Pushing
Coming
it.
back quickly, yeah. We get the ball to Rittenhouse.
Good rip.
Ball's out in front by Ty Shanton, being guarded closely by Dean. He picks up his dribble, gets it over to Rittenhouse on the right wing.
He must be a shooter because they're not going to let him get open. Number Rittenhouse.
Yeah. Gabe Odell with the basketball. Well, he's one that hit the first three and missed the second, by the way.
Which one?
Rittenhouse.
Oh, yeah. He must.
He got fouled.
Stolen. Referee sets a nice screen there for Dean as he goes down the court. Jump ball, and that's going to go back to Zane
We got
Trace.
away with a foul there, so.
Right, so they give him the ball back.
Yeah.
I think there's more of them, more of you guys, Joe. If your body's moving and your hands aren't going forward, if you bump him a little bit, I've seen more of them this year to let him get by with that. If the hands are going with the body and not going towards the person or the ball.
I'm still looking at advantage, and if he takes that knees and body into him, and he did, he knocked him off balance, which is why he got the ball stolen.
Pillow with the ball out top for Zane Trace. Gets it over to Rittenhouse.
Oh, almost threw it away.
Right cross court pass. Back to Rittenhouse. Pass underneath.
He must not be the shooter.
Good rebound.
By Beatty. Going the other way. Gets to Barton. Barton puts up the layup. And it's good.
6-point lead.
And that's it for the first half here. And it's McClain 30. Zane Trace 24.
Did they briefly have the lead while ago on a foul shot? Who?
Zane Trace. No,
I don't think they've had a lead.
They haven't had a lead. No.
I couldn't remember
Yes,
if it was
they
tied
did
in
the tip.
Yeah.
From the tip.
Well, I thought they had a tie and made the last foul shot, and made his foul shot. And
That
then,
cut him to 3.
that's right. It cut him to 1 that one time.
That's 30.
Yeah.
That's right.
30-24 for your scoring so far for this first half. Darby Pillow has 8. Cameron Evans 2. Isaac Bean 7. Nick Messer has 2. And Drew Rittenhouse has 5. I'm not sure what John's saying. Are you sure? Do you hear what he's saying?
Saying you got to move your car, Charlie.
Nah, I'm in a good spot.
They probably will be towing a bunch because all 6th Street here is all lined up with cars.
Owen O'Connor has 4, Brock Dean 2. Starkey's having himself a night. He's got 10. And Matt Barton has 8. Driscoll 2. Landry Gray 2. Jay Beatty 2. And one thing that's kind of interesting to me, guys, is Zane Trace has 1 3-pointer. McClain, none.
Yeah. They haven't even tried very many.
No.
Now, Matt Barton's guard, but those points have all been driving the bucket on tall guys and making a good move and putting the ball in. I'm impressed on that.
30-24 is your halftime score.
And of course, you're listening to CampusNation.com, a sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. The McClain Tigers against the Zane Trace Pioneers.
I saw these kids going out to shoot, and I thought they were just shooting around. I said, man, Wilmington College used to make a killing, charging it.
That's what they're doing.
And that's what they're doing. I see the girls out there now.
The boy in the white, you won't make a killing off of.
Is he pretty good?
Bryson, yeah.
But I tell you what, since we got you two here tonight, after the band plays here at halftime, I may just take off and let you guys handle it the rest of the night.
You've done a great job, Charles.
Well, but I can go home. I can do this again tomorrow night.
Wonder why they cut it down to a 10-minute halftime.
But actually, I need to listen to this. I got to find out if I win.
Well, that's true.
Have they only been out there 3 minutes?
Who? Yeah, halftime started with a 10-minute halftime.
Wow.
She's
See, he said another one. I thought it was 15.
It is. It's normally 15.
Is it 15 usually? Not sure why they did that.
Normally, you got to get both
Well, I can
coaches'
stick
permission.
around for a little bit.
Junior high, they cut those things back, but varsity usually they don't cut. Unless
JV, why did they answer me this? Why did they turn JV and freshman times into 6 minutes like junior high?
it's supposed to be, it's some leagues. Now, it's a non-league game, so if the other league plays, so it can be a league rule. So let's say Zane Trace's league plays 6, they can request it when they come in. If it's leagues can set that 6 or 7. You got 6 or 7s allowed in both ways. So that could have been Zane Trace saying, hey, that's our league. Could we please play it that way? I don't know.
But now the girls and the guys at varsity level play 8 minutes.
Yeah. That's not changing.
Right.
But the reserves and freshmen can go 6 or 7. And then your league can set that or not set it. Usually they will set it because you want everybody playing the same. You don't want to go to, let's say, East Clinton and play a 7-minute quarter, then go to Wilmington and play a 6-minute quarter, then come back here. You want every school in the league playing the exact same.
I think they just heard to make it a statewide thing.
Yeah.
That's what the league.
Well, they did for a while. Then some people wanted 7, so they increased it. But then some people didn't want it, so that's when they made it 6 or 7. Used to be 6 minutes all the time.
Yeah.
Then they increased it.
Let's take a vote with the 4 of us, and we'll tell them they have to set it then.
I say 6, but
Call Snodgrass and let him know we need to make it official. Hey Jerry, we need to make this official.
as a referee, we vote on 6 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but do you get paid the same? Cut you back.
Yeah.
Only one cheese.
And we like the 10-minute halftime too.
Yeah. Especially them last games. Hey, and another thing, Joe. I can remember when you had to be a junior high ref for so many years.
2.
I thought it was like 3 or 4.
2.
Now I see guys that are getting their license, do a couple junior high games, and boom, they're doing JV and freshman.
They can
games.
do all the way up to JV first year.
That's crazy.
You can't do varsity till 2 years. You can do JV, reserve, freshman, but not varsity.
I think it needs to be JV for junior high for 2 or 3, JV and freshman for 2 or 3. Some of these guys, I know you guys are training them, but are out of control.
Well, they are.
And that new rule with put the arm in the back of the post player, I've seen that called once all year long.
But most of the time, it's your senior officials that don't call a lot of those calls.
And I would say that's taken away from the game, man.
What is?
Because if I put my arm in your back and you're posting up, I'm impeding you.
Yeah.
Now, if you turn your arm and don't push me or push me out of the way and you gain ground on me this way, then you're offensive, you're impeding me.
It's the same rule in college. Once the guy gets the ball, you cannot armbar it. Now, if he doesn't have the ball, you can armbar it.
This call we had called against us was the ball was on the far side and
Unless he's pushing him.
No, he was just laying on him.
If he's just laying on him and stopping.
Kid outweighed him by about 100 pounds and he's just laying on him to hold ground.
Yeah, that's legal as long as he doesn't. Once he gets the ball, you got to get off of him. But if he doesn't have the ball, you can armbar it. You just can't put the knee in the back and armbar him both. You got to do one or the other.
So we learn something every day, or at least our audience does.
4 minutes here.
Yeah, I'm not sure Charlie learned anything.
Charlie, you haven't won yet.
Oh, he missed the shot there.
Did he miss it?
Who's that other boy out there with him?
I don't know.
He's getting ready to shoot another one. Here it is.
He hit that one.
Boom. I think
If I had to give him 10 shots, I wouldn't bet he would make. I would bet that he'd make 7 out of 10. Usually the other little P. Willie with him will do it too, but he
goes again.
That's
that
mine.
looks good. Oh, just off the nice roll, soft touch.
He better hit it if he wants lunch money. Nope, he's going without.
There he goes. One more shot. Got it. Maybe the last 2 out of 3 I've watched.
So what, you get $2 if you make one basket?
Pay $1,
You make 2.
Yeah, you pay $1 if you make it, you get 2 back.
There's some of these kids I wouldn't want to put them out there to shoot. They take all your money.
Yeah.
Now he hits it when it's done.
Tigers back out on the floor, warming up, ready for the second half. They're up 30-24. Still a close game.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if they come out and close out here.
Yeah, Travis, we know how that works. Many, many games we've watched them let it slip away in the third and fourth quarter, so let's hope they can close it out.
Well, take an example. I was at the Dina game, and they was within 1 against Dina. Dina come out on a 15-2 run in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's what you need to do.
Well, I'd like to remind everybody, tomorrow night we'll be at Wilmington College.
Right.
Girls game tomorrow? Men's game tomorrow.
Men's basketball tomorrow night. Then Friday we've got Hillsborough coming in, the Indians. And then Saturday we've got women's.
Women's, yeah. That works out good because Crystal has a swim meet on Thursday. I get the washing courthouse.
Where they swim up there at the Y?
Yeah.
And just as sort of a programming note, the SCOL championships in swimming are going to be right here at Greenfield McClain, and we are going to cover them right here from McClain.
Don't fall in the pool, Rich.
I'm going to stay as far away from pools as I
Rick's
can.
an avid swimmer, didn't you know that?
I am. I've swam the English Channel back and forth twice.
That's salmon.
No, that's up in Alaska. I've only done that once.
So
I always told people I'm not a salmon. I don't swim upstream.
what video game was this on?
Yeah, that's my question.
I played St. Andrews today.
Who did?
I did.
Oh.
A golf game.
I thought
Thing gets frustrating.
I
tell
was
you
going to
what.
say, did he beat you when you said you played St. Andrews?
The golf course, Joe. Sorry, Joe. In golf, that's a British golf course. Okay, just want to let you know that. I know, that hat shrinks your brain, but anyhow.
The Ohio State hat or the other?
Well, the
Ohio State hat on.
The Ohio State one could shrink it today. I tell you what, after that performance.
See, I don't have an Ohio State hat, but I do have a Notre Dame hat.
Boy.
The Ohio State.
That tells us something.
Hey.
I'm a closet Catholic, right?
You're a closet a lot of things.
I bless you, my son.
That's why you got kicked out of the priesthood.
That's right.
Now Now it all makes sense.
It's all coming together. McClain brings the ball in the second
Always
half.
2 steps behind, but he's figured it out finally.
Morton has it.
They're going to get him trapped in the dead zone.
McClain's going left to right. He is trapped, but he gets some help from Beatty. Beatty gets it knocked away.
Good hustle.
Yeah, good hustle by number 30, but he knocks the ball out of bounds. So it's going to stay with the Tigers.
There's a lob to Starkey.
Yep.
Barton stepping into the corner, coming around. Well,
No, go ahead.
no, I just seen it coming.
No,
Seen that play before, my bad.
No, I want you good. Good.
No, you got it. I'm better at the color. You're the play by play.
All right. Oh, gosh. And pass to O'Connor, but it goes on the floor. It goes out of bounds. Jump ball.
Ball's going to be red.
It's going to go to Zane Trace.
I love Starkey and Owen. I love them to death, but if I was scouting them, they'd be in trouble. They both make the same spin, step, 2-foot jump, up and under. It would not be hard to scout them too. And even though I've had them, coached them, and loved them to death, and was my nephew.
Is that why he has the same last name?
We're showing a little Zane.
Yeah.
Zane here
I
by.
thought he meant Martin was his nephew.
The Tiger faithful zone.
They didn't play much of that back in the Ricky B day, did they?
They've got a couple guys in foul trouble. This may be a way of trying to keep out of foul trouble.
That's true.
You guys
Travel on the Darby Pillows, who tries to make a cut down the left side. He was wide open too. Just took that little extra stutter step.
You got some strong bench there too.
Norton with the ball again. They're showing this half-court trap, which is probably giving McClain a little bit of fits.
1-2-2.
Back over to Beatty.
Dangerous foul.
That was
Brock Dean.
Do that pass into where 3 guys were around him.
Hey, this guy got it. He knew what he was doing. Beatty, as he gets fouled.
That was a
Watch
little
the elbow.
touchy.
Yeah. Luckily, because he got fouled, but then he came around really hard with the elbow. Don't need to get.
Jay's temper don't need to do that. It gets him in trouble.
It's going to be Pillows' first foul of the game.
Side out. Tigers.
Feather her down.
Start the ball. Get it into Beatty. Beatty underneath the Starkey, but he loses control of it. It goes out of bounds, so turns the ball back over to Zane Trace.
Just work, boys.
I tell you, that game last night, if you guys watch it, I bet you Beaver Creek girls had 40 turnovers.
Oh, yeah, they played very poorly, but that was, I think, a lot to do with Alter's. They had an incredible defense.
What's that, Braxton Miller?
But either one of those teams would beat any team in the SCOL.
Shot up underneath, no good. Rebounded by Starkey. Gets it out to Barton. Coming down the other way, Barton has it, gets over to Beatty. Beatty shoots a shot, 2-point, no good, too strong.
Zane Trace down there against this 2-3 just settle on Charlie. They're not working the middle. When they do, it's bad passes. They're just settling for a 5-out. Now they went to a 4-out one in.
So one puts
Nice
a shot
rebound.
up, no good. Luke Johnson has rebounded.
Go too much dribbling again.
Beatty has it. Brings it up.
There's the trap.
Starkey.
That's how you beat the
Three-pointer.
5:46 when the first basket of the second half was made.
Is that the first three-pointer?
That's the first three-pointer of the game for McClain.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And McClain gets the ball.
I listen to you, Charlie.
I think you're right.
I listen to what somebody does. The basket is my friend.
That's right. I'm glad you're learning,
It
Rick.
was 2 minutes and 4 seconds before a point was made in the second half.
He missed Owen. Owen O'Connor wide open. Then Starkey goes up with it. O'Connor gets rebound. Puts it up, and it's good.
Well, he had a gimme layup and missed it.
What do we got? Timeout?
Pulled out to 11.
11-point lead. I think
Won't you?
They're going to put them away here, Travis.
Hey, give me those. Beat you with a stick.
Yeah, they got to step on them while they're down.
Always wait till the end to buy those, because what they do is they drop them on top, then they take what's on top and move it down to the bottom. They reach to the bottom and pull out.
I'm just doing it more to donate to the cause. I got $1 invested.
My granddaughter.
They haven't called me yet, have they?
I don't think so.
On my birthday, my granddaughter was bowling and they did a 50-50.
Here we go.
Charlie, go. Oh, it's a red ticket, Charlie. Boy, they put you out of your misery real quick.
I know, I don't have this number.
You had the blue ticket.
My ticket's probably didn't get thrown in the bucket.
Well, that's right. The red tickets, the good stuff.
My granddaughter was bowling, and it was my birthday. I walked in late to watch a bowl. They were doing 50. I went over and bought a ticket. And that was right at the end. They said they stopped, and I won.
There you go.
All right.
We have 50-50s in my car shoes all the time. Man, we've had some big ones. One guy won $1,300.
Oh my gosh. Like I won $56 or something like that.
56.
56. Sorry, 56.
Yeah, let's get this
Well,
straight.
McClain, 35-24 here.
Good D,
Zane
good D.
Trace with the ball. Nice pass
bad D.
underneath to,
So careless with the trap.
who was that made that, guys?
Well, here, what's this one?
20? Oh, 31. Okay, Johnson. There he is.
Good steal.
That's what
Oh,
he
that's
was
like
talking. Back out to Barton, another three.
rim.
Driscoll rebound.
Oh, too hard. Driscoll had
the rim,
it, but he just a little hard on the putback.
Zane Trace back with the basketball. Norby
he loses
his left side. He loses ball bounce, but it's going to stay
It's off
for
Driscoll.
Zane Trace.
Driscoll reached around, knocked the ball loose.
All right, so Trace has the ball under their basket.
Always scares me when a guy does that around because I'm always afraid he's going to get called with a foul.
35-26. Zane Trace take it out. Number 2 enters the game, Austin Harris for the Pioneers.
Oh,
Moves the ball around the outside, back in Rittenhouse's hands.
Good defense, making them eat up a lot of time.
Pass is
And steal the ball. That's what you want them to do. Use a lot of time and not score.
Starkey has it down the other end.
don't get him for pushing on that spin.
Shot was up, no good.
Backhand.
Gets his rebound.
Miss a gimme.
3, just real short shots there.
Nice.
Turn out of bounds. Isaac Green throws it off Little Travis.
Little Travis, yeah. All right, Trace is going to be bringing the ball up. Pioneers down by 9.
With 4:12 left to go in the third quarter.
You got it. I'm following
Zane
your lead.
Trace. No, you're not, because I'm telling you what to do and you're not paying attention. Kick
Oh,
by
nice.
Barton. So Stephen State Zane Trace basketball.
They're just settling. Zane Trace is letting this 2-3 be too effective on them. Instead of attacking it when they spread this out, they should be attacking it.
Cameron Evans has the ball, gets it over to Rittenhouse. Down the corner to Darby Pillow. Back out to Evans.
But in Greenfield's defense, they're so long-armed.
Oh, I thought he had that steal there.
Almost stolen there by Owen O'Connor.
Oh, good
Nice
pass.
pass across the court.
Got the back door man sleeping.
Rittenhouse.
Back to 7.
Who was that back door man?
I think it was Greg.
Oh, was it?
I think. I didn't see. I'll have to see who
Oh,
was
was
it. Was it Owen?
I think it was.
Got to watch the replay.
Three-pointer put up by Barton, no good.
I'll have to watch who goes to this corner again. It was
Rebounded
Owen.
by Darby Pillow.
Foul.
He goes all the way in.
Oh,
Foul on the
count it?
floor, I think.
No, he's saying it was before the shot.
Yeah, it had to be before the shot.
it was Owen. Fell asleep. Sorry, Landry.
Matt Barton with his first foul.
One foul each so far against each team in the second half.
Gets the ball into Evans.
Got a screen for Rittenhouse, but he's not ready to shoot.
Thought about the three and backed off of it. Knocked out of bounds by Starkey. Zane Trace retains possession. 7 points. The Tigers are up here.
Yep, still haven't closed it out.
3 minutes to go, third quarter. Evans. Is there any
Good
loses?
steal, good steal.
Loses control of the ball. Did
Nice.
Austin Harris.
He didn't try to keep dribbling with all those guys around him. He stopped. Good job.
Barton has it. Over to Starkey. Back to Beatty. Beatty looking around. Shot Landry Gray over to Barton on the right wing. They pull it back out, showing a lot of patience here.
Well, they got plenty of time.
Miskell with the basketball.
Again, the clock is your friend.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, bad pass, but
almost was able to make a good play there, Starkey, but the ball gets away. And number 20, Isaac Bean, comes out of there with it for Zane Trace. A lot of time taken off the clock though in that possession, if nothing else.
Nice bat away, and
Starkey steals it. Landry Gray bringing it up the court. It's over to Beatty. Beatty dribbling toward the right side. Picks up his dribble. And he throws it away.
He's going
away to Pillow. Pillow going down the lane.
oh, there's a foul.
And
2 shots.
Who are they going to call this one on?
23. Landry Gray.
Yep, 23. The foul's on Landry Gray, and it's going to be his 4th.
Eagle Eye Joe.
That's who I thought it was, but I thought when I saw him point, I thought he pointed somewhere else. Minute 53 to go. Number 2, Gabe Odell at the line, shoot 2. First one's up, and it's good. That's his first point.
Still within range.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Coach Gabe.
Tigers got to play smart ball here.
Well, we figured with the records of both teams, this was going to probably be a close contest if it played true to form.
Yep.
2-possession game. Second one's up. No good.
They have not been great with fouls.
Starkey with a rebound.
Another foul.
No, the ball went out.
Just knocked the ball away from him.
All right. So Tigers will bring it up.
Beatty. It's in the Barton. Barton gets a pass half court, gets it to Miskell. They kind of stopped that trap the last few times down. Have you noticed that?
Well, they may be getting tired, so keep doing that the whole game.
Yeah, Barton gets it over to O'Connor. Starkey has it way out on the left wing. Over to Barton. Miskell dribble on the right side.
Tried to dump it in.
I tried to pass that, and it gets stolen away by Pillow, and he's going the other way.
Good steal.
Barton takes away from Pillow. Barton takes a little underhand shot up, no good. Starkey with the rebound.
Offensive.
Yep. Good call, Travis. Plus the fans don't agree with you.
It was.
What do you say, Joe?
He made a good hop step jump, crab dribble back to get up from another bucket, and he lowered the shoulder to drive the kid out of the way.
You lower the shoulder.
If he hadn't dropped the shoulder, it would have been okay.
Yeah.
35-29.
They think they have to do that. He didn't have to. He goes up. He's probably going to get fouled himself.
And that crab dribble got him off underneath the bucket. He could have made the layup right there.
Right.
Zane Trace with the basketball. They haven't been able to score here the last few times down.
Under a minute. We're under a minute in the third quarter.
Greenfield's long and lanky, and that's the first time they've attacked it from a high low.
Isaac Bean makes his ninth point. 35-31. Miskell brings it across.
I'd be willing to go down to one shot right here and keep a 4-point lead minimum going into the fourth quarter.
Right into a trap. Ooh.
Barton has the ball right here on the right wing.
They're trying to get him back door around Rittenhouse.
Over to Starkey. Now on top is Miskell.
Miskell's going to go to the hole.
22 seconds.
He wanted to.
He's going.
Take the time, guys. You got 6. Don't take it down this far and then give it away.
Miskell's going to go to the hole, trying to kick it to Barton in the corner when they go to help.
And there it is. Barton with three-pointer.
Got it. Good play, but he get too much time.
Shot put up.
Shot. When you get to 8 seconds, that's too much time with him down the floor. He got a good shot off.
Yeah. He could have took another dribble.
So at the end of 3 quarters of play, it's 38 McClain, 31 Zane Trace. So that quarter, McClain scored 8, and Zane Trace scored 7. So
no powerhouse scoring.
No.
Well, and Zane Trace had it to 3 there for a minute.
Right.
Scoring so far, Connor has 6, Brock Bean 2, Starkey 10 still. Matt Barton's turning on though. He has 14. Miskell 2, Gray 2, Beatty 2. For the Pioneers, Gabe Odell 1, Darby Pillow 8, Cameron Evans 2, Isaac Beam has 9, Nick Nesser 2, Drew Rittenhouse has 7 and Luke Johnson 2.
Pretty much evenly balanced around.
Yes.
What's the circle mean?
3.
It's a 3-pointer.
Okay. You just have to. I'm trying to figure out your scribble here, so just find out so I can understand when I look over.
It's a double bogey.
That's a red ticket.
Oh, that's right. I thought maybe nobody got it, so he called another ticket.
That's what I was hoping.
He might have. That's another red ticket.
After Charlie throws away his blue ticket.
No, there's still right there. So McClain will start with the possession here in the fourth quarter. Matt Barton has a basketball, dribbles across half court. Gets it over to Starkey. And Zane Trace, man-to-man. O'Connor has it on top.
Looking to go back to Barton.
Martin wanted that ball. They didn't get through it. Looked like it.
Barton with the ball way out on the left wing.
Dalton get a charge here.
So I was going to say, don't do something stupid there. You got the ball kicking. Doesn't matter if you take 4 or 5 minutes, guys. They seem like they're anxious to go in fast for a score, and you got
Miskell. Over to Starkey. Will take footer inside the lane.
patience and got it in for a good shot.
On the other way now. Ty Shanton with the basketball.
Toss it away.
Ball gets knocked away.
Okay. Stay with Trace.
Shanton has a basketball. It's over to Rittenhouse.
Ooh, what's the need?
Ball's knocked out of bounds.
Nice defense on Miskell.
See, it looked like the offensive guy at times kind of hooking around.
Yeah, and you got to watch that. I mean, they do it. They get away with it too much.
Hey.
All right, Zane Trace brings the ball.
Sounds like we might have a little difference of opinions on that.
One's a ref, one's a coach.
Oh, both of them are
coaches.
Shanton has it.
They're not attacking that. Greenfield's got them pushed way out of the way.
Oh, they are way.
Now, he did push off that time.
There's Rittenhouse for 3.
Three-pointer, no good.
Oh, over the back.
That was
I'm sorry,
on his
pushed to the
back.
back.
That was on his back.
Ball's lost. Rittenhouse comes out with it.
Starkey, you don't pick up a silly one.
Darby Crowley with the bucket.
Miskell let go of the ball thinking his guy had it, and it was stolen.
40-33. And it is stolen away.
Picks up a silly one.
Silly foul there.
Yep,
Aggravation foul.
That's going to be Starkey's fourth.
He was mad. He let the guy by him and then went down and sort of threw his hip into him and got a foul.
See that a lot, don't you?
2 mistakes. The kids do that a lot anymore. If I throw turnover, I go down and do something. They don't realize it's one's not enough, let alone you go do another one.
Right. Insult to injury.
Yep.
Starkey coming out.
So it could be a long while for this fight on the floor.
Even if he thinks he got fouled, it's like, well, he fouled me, so I got to go down and foul him. No.
Nah.
Oh, good steal by Miskell.
Hey, slow it down.
Oh, stepped on the line, out of bounds.
Good hustle, though.
But again,
they're giving it to Trace.
He pointed wrong way.
He pointed the first time, so we were on.
He just pointed wrong.
That's why when I saw it,
Greenfield crew off to the hip.
Three-pointer. Put up. No good by Brock Dean. Rebound.
No rebound.
Darby Crowley. And
Bad pass.
Brock Dean gets the ball in her end with a steal.
take your time. Take your time. Miskell steals it back. Take your time.
Pointer put up by Miskell.
Why are we hurrying the score?
Because we're up 7, Coach. We're supposed to shoot the ball. We're up 7.
Stolen by Miskell.
Oh, what was that?
Put the shot up and he gets fouled.
He tried to time that dunk step.
I was going to say, it looked like he sort of carried it.
He kept his hand above the ball, so that made it okay.
He was stepping out his steps for a dunk.
He was, wasn't he?
Come on, Rick. Crowley picks up the foul. It's his second.
Feather down.
So we have a timeout.
Oh, man.
My bad. Comedian, 10 million I'm out of work and I'm trying to be one.
Like, as he said, trying, huh?
I thought it was kind of phony. Nah.
Foamy.
When we get off the air, you guys need to hear my story about Hurricane Irene.
I know her.
Yeah.
That's my mom.
You know that story?
My mom was Irene. My mom.
Hurricane Irene?
I didn't say that.
He said that's my mom.
I said Irene's my mom. I didn't say Hurricane Irene was my mom.
Hurricane Irene's your mom. I think I'll wait until a little later.
Although she was known to have floppy mouth at times.
Oh, I thought.
Oh, now we understand it.
That's where I get it from my mom.
Is that where you get it?
That's where I get it from.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, here's Mystical getting ready to shoot the foul shot.
Open the door and walk right into that.
Big change, Joe.
Mystical can put him up 9.
It's called a segue.
Notice I'm talking basketball here.
Mystical to shoot 2. First one's out.
Oh, way
good.
hard.
He probably heard Joe's story, too. Second one's up, and it's good.
8-point game.
5:48 left in the game.
Rittenhouse is wide open, looks at those threes, but is not shooting them.
Picks up his dribble, and he ain't going to get him. McClain still sitting back in that zone.
Run the 2-3, run a little trap out of it.
Zane Trace with the basketball. Long
There's
skip
a
pass. Rittenhouse with the shot. 3-pointer, no good.
Rebound.
Gray tries to come out with it, but he gets hacked. But no call.
Sloppy basketball.
Yes, it is.
Zane Trace has the ball.
Sloppy.
Shot up. I think that was a 3 also by number 2.
That's it.
Jay Bodell.
Got to close out.
5 minutes to go. 41-36. Tigers up 5.
Trying to
At
run
9 down to 5.
This goal with a backdoor cut is stopped, though.
Nice.
That was nice.
Little right-handed
Back
up.
up to a 7-point lead. 4:47 left in the game.
Rittenhouse has that on top. Another 3-pointer thrown up. That
Bad
misses
shot.
everything.
He's not the guy I want shooting the three.
Well, Gabe Odell just made the last one. That one, he didn't have any depth perception at all. That thing went
That
3 or
corner
4
shot is
feet.
the worst one to even try to shoot.
That's my favorite shot in high school.
We saw a girl the other day at Wilmington College make a bank from the corner.
Yeah, we did.
She called it, too.
Yep, I heard her.
Martin with the basketball. He guarded closely by Rittenhouse. Gets it over to Landry Gray, playing out there with 4 fouls.
Oh, man, he's getting hacked out
He
there.
got hacked by number 20.
He got
Isaac
hacked.
Bean. No calls there. No blood, no foul, baby.
Right into it.
Nice call. Blocked by Beatty. And he gets the walk.
My heart. Harris.
Nice steal. Is that? Yes, off his foot. Yes.
Stay with McClain.
Landry Gray locked it loose. It hit the pioneer foot and rolled out of bounds.
Greenfield's getting some luck their way. That's 4 or 5 times Zane Trace went down and threw it away. Turnover.
Yep. 43, 36, 347. No.
He's open.
Starkey has it.
Back up.
Landry Gray puts it up. That's good.
Back up to a 9-point lead. That's why they're good for Greenfield. Every time they've came back, they have bounced back, got that lead
Yes,
back.
that's right, yeah.
And Zane Trace is not real hard to guard. Everything goes to the left, and it's a kick back, and then try to go back to the left.
Another steal. Again, don't be afraid.
He throws it away. Led Miskell too
I was just saying, don't be afraid. Just stop that and pull it back and run the clock out.
I think
The clock is your friend.
That's right.
I think that's what Coach Mitchell was just emphatically saying to Miskell. That's kind of what I got out of it. Was that?
Landry
That's Gray. Yeah, my fault. Yeah, Gray.
But both of them have hurried. When they get the ball hurried down the floor, it's just like get down, turn around.
Shoot. That's what they want to do.
Killing clock right now hurts them as much as making a basket, really.
Rebound by Miskell. Shot was put up by Bean. No good.
Foul.
Zane Trace is playing right into Greenfield's hands.
That's only their third foul of the second half, so if they want to get into a 1-1, they're going to have to
Foul a few more
foul
times.
a few more times.
Fouls are Luke Johnson, his second.
I'd hate to see what the turnover ratio is from team to team.
Oh. Neither team's going to be happy with that.
No.
Yeah, push off right there. Who they gonna
Offensive
call?
foul on Barton.
Yeah, they called on Barton. See, I think they could call that either way.
So it goes back to Zane Trace.
Don't you? Both of them got pushed.
I looked over here, and when the whistle blew, I looked back, I missed it, so I didn't see what happened.
Rittenhouse with the basketball. Zane Trace got a lot of players in the same area.
Good steal.
Sold by Miskel.
Is it?
It's the shot up. That's good.
I think the coach was yelling at him again, not to just hold it out.
11-point lead,
As he ran by, the
47-46.
coach was like, stop.
I'm surprised he didn't try to dunk it.
Yeah, he was going to.
What happened?
Yeah, I was surprised about that.
Kid cut him off.
So who was the wide open Wildcats play this week?
Manchester.
Friday?
Yep.
At
No
Manchester?
Greyhounds, no.
You have the availability of being at my last game as an official.
You retiring?
I'm retiring.
Will you doing ours?
Yeah.
Which game?
February 4th, I think it is. It's early February. Tuesday.
Everybody's retiring,
I
Charlie.
think that's North Adams.
We'll be here doing the swim meet that night.
Good.
I think.
Good.
I tell you what, hey,
Charlie's going to wear his Speedo?
hey, if we are open, I'll have to look. If we are open,
You're not wearing your Speedo,
no,
Charlie.
no, we'll have to go down there and put a roast on Joe. Lies again.
I actually worked with one of the officials that was at the reserve, doing the reserve game.
Who, Matt? Butler or Evans?
Evans, me, and some other guys doing the game.
So me and Jeremy get by with a few extra words? A few extra words of encouragement for your calls?
Be nice to him. That's what I'll tell Jeremy. Jeremy, I'm retiring. I want to tell Jeremy if he gets on me too much, I'm coming back next year to just to referee his games.
You need to just give him like a tea.
I should do that. You know, just go out and give him Jeremy a tee. He's ahead 25 points around the team up.
Oh, problem with that, doesn't cost money anymore, doesn't it?
Second one does. Costs $100. He double dribble. Yep, good call.
Zane Trace.
Am I good or what, Charlie?
Oh, yeah.
In your mind.
Give it the ball.
Clinton Massey tomorrow night. The girls play here.
Do they? They go to White Oak Thursday.
Starting with basketball.
Got a foul.
Timeout.
Timeout, Tigers.
Good timeout by Coach Mitchell.
Pick up your dribble.
Well, I think
Makes it all better.
just get the ball over and keep the clock running. That's all you got to do here.
Give it to the 6'5" guard. Dribble through the middle. Pass it. Let your 5'10" guard go spot up and shoot because that's what he's best at.
Yeah, Barton, he's got what?
If you're going to run a 2-1-2 trap breaker, put your little guard in the corner where he's good from.
I was just thinking, Charlie, why don't you get the McClain banner from here? You want a banner?
They're going to keep theirs probably.
Who's the 6'5"
Why would they keep
guard?
theirs?
Miskel.
Okay. Because it's got him to 6'4".
Because I just replaced the ones that need to be replaced. Might be able to get the Wilmington
Well, I
banner.
don't know. It
Might be able to get the Wilmington
Yeah, it
banner.
would be.
For what?
It
Which
would
one?
depend on whether they redesign the banners.
I would say they will when the league changes.
That's what I would think.
The only thing, well, they may not, because the only thing they're doing here is putting Jackson,
Removing Wilmington and Clinton Massey.
taking three of them out and add one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to some of the leagues and team that
Well, Beaver Creek even has the same banners.
Starkey tried.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, he
Starkey did.
He grabbed him and just threw him out of his way.
That's his fifth.
So he's gone.
That league, Wilmington will be able to compete well in it. Massey and East Clinton.
Well, they'll be in the small school division.
Massey will?
East
I
Clinton.
don't know if Massey will.
Yeah,
East Clinton.
East Clinton's going back against the same teams they played, Felicity and Batavia in those schools.
Batavia is dropping to the small school division. They're in the big right now.
Batavia, right? They got a huge band.
That's who we played the other night and
The
lost
band
by
doesn't
3.
play, Charlie.
They got a huge band. They used to.
St. Trace has shot herself in this. They've taken too long to attack. Greenfield's extended them way out.
Yeah, puts a shot up. No good. Rebound underneath. And number 20, Bean, he misses.
Oh, there's a foul.
Easy, Owen.
Let him foul you. It's only their 5th foul, so minute 47.
Fouls on Pillow. That's his 3rd.
Really, with an 11-point lead, there's no reason for them to even want to foul.
You're right. It's not like you're going to make a huge comeback here in the minute 40. Well, I mean, you still could.
Not the way Zane Trace has attacked the 2-3 so far. They've shot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, they have.
4-possession game.
Greenfield going to go into a stall for a backdoor layup.
Yep, Barton has it on top. Gets it every day.
Travel.
Yeah, that's the official. I didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
I saw
him turn around, pivot, but I didn't see the travel.
Didn't I call it?
He caught the ball 2-foot step and then pivoted.
He pivoted. I didn't see him change pivot foot. Now, that'd be the thing if he changed pivot feet. I didn't see that.
Feet or foot?
Foot to feet.
You can't have pivot feet because you wouldn't be able to... Gotta be a pivot foot there, Joe.
Oh, well, you can have 2 different, but just different times.
You have both left or both right.
That's his dancing.
Uh-oh. Shot put up. 3-pointer, no good. Had a push off underneath.
And we got a foul.
He's going to come out with it.
Miskell was trying to scoop it on down to Landry Gray, but number 31 for them fouled him.
31.
Luke Johnson.
That's his third. Luke. I am not your father.
Luke. I am your father, Luke.
All right, folks.
So he's got a black hat to go with that white one.
I do.
He does. He does.
And his lightsaber.
All right. Playing with the ball.
Wildly shooting.
Put up.
That's what I wanted to think there.
Shot. That wasn't a shot, just passed down
Under
14.
the basket trap there.
Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with Zane Trace.
I think the coach is standing up saying the same thing. Why? Even though you're wide open, just take it and kick it back out and run the clock out.
52.8 seconds. 11-point McClain lead over Zane Trace.
47-36. Neither team in the bonus.
Hey, Nick.
Hey guys, bye.
Go away, Nick.
Bye, Nick.
There's 2 Nicks there.
Neither one of them looked.
One's a security guard, Coles.
I know. One is a security guard, Coles.
I know.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay. 47-36.
So they got your number, Joe. Just watch. Be careful.
No more illegal gift cards.
Martin trying to get the ball in, struggling. There's a find, Owen O'Connor.
Good no call. Good no call. Good no call.
Payne just has the ball looking around.
Don't shoot it. Good job.
There's what you do. Oh,
Gets fouled, number 31. That's his 4th.
Good foul.
The coach finally got through because, earlier they would have went up for that shot right there. And, finally he's underneath the basket. He dribbles on through, understanding, let the clock run and take the big play.
At the line. 1-1.
I like Landry Gray's name too. That sounds like a cowboy, Landry Gray.
No good on the shot. Ball goes out of bounds. Going to go back to Zane Trace.
30.1 seconds left in the game with 11-point lead or 11-point deficit.
probably the last possession here, huh?
I don't know. You'd think he'd want to get a couple shots off.
Yeah, you think they're going to want to go back and shoot quickly.
Yeah, they're not though. Still forcing that.
Miskell.
To the head. Free throws.
Why?
That's his first.
All right, so it's the 1-1 bonus.
Yes, sir.
We just mentioned neither team was in the 1-1 with like 40 seconds to go in both.
Yeah, this last minute and a half kind of taking some time.
Do you think we'll go into overtime?
No.
Okay.
That's Rick's favorite.
I'm glad we're not even close to that with Mr. OT language there.
I haven't heard from your brother today. I think I scared him.
The first one's up, number
Or
20.
his girlfriend.
I think I scared him when I said that I have to talk directly with the big chief.
Oh, that's what it should be.
Yeah.
Be careful driving to work in the morning.
It's supposed to be foggy.
Foggy. It's supposed to be a high of 31 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Might be slippery. It's a black ice.
Luckily, I don't have to go to work tomorrow.
Good. 47-38. 21 seconds. Martin has ball.
Oh, my God.
That's fouled. Why don't you call that an intentional foul?
That one could have been. That one could have been.
That was like helmet to helmet.
Ty Shanton. Yeah, football. That's 15-yard penalty.
The reason the referee will not call that intentional
They want to get
because
the game
he wants
over.
out. That's it. He wants to get this game over with. When you got a big
True
spread,
when I say they don't do that.
Yep.
they don't want to. He don't want to. He don't want
Martin
to.
misses the shot. O'Connor rebounds.
Oh, and
Gets out lane to go. Out to Misko on top. Misko loses the ball out of bounds. 8.8 seconds.
He has dribbled and just lost the ball 2 or 3 times.
He's a freshman, guys. He's a freshman.
he's young.
He's a freshman. Cut him some
And
slack.
in the AAU group he plays with, he plays a shooting guard, so he's used to dribbling way too much.
3-pointer put up, but number 31, no good.
Good save.
Fuller
Count it.
saves it. No good on the final shot. So, 47-38 is the final score here. McClain wins. Last quarter, McClain scored 9, and Zane Trey scored 7. Final scores here: Odell 3, Pillow 10, Evans 2, Isaac Beam 11, Nick Nesser 2, 7 for Rittenhouse, Luke Johnson 2, for McClain, Owen O'Connor 6, a.k.a. Little Travis, Brock Dean 2, Jacob Starkey,
Is he like a rapper?
12,
Travis?
Yeah.
who Owen?
Travis sounds like a rapper name.
Matt Martin has 14 on the night. Misko had 7. Landry Gray 4. And Jay Beatty 2. Each team only 2 3-pointers
I
from
didn't
the
ask you
field.
how many 3-pointers we had.
Each team. Only one person fouled out was Jacob Starkey. But his last foul was a meaningful foul.
Yeah.
He got his money's worth.
So join us tomorrow evening for men's college basketball. The Capital against Wilmington basketball game. We'll have on at our pregame at 7 o'clock. So
Don't wear your McLean purple to that game.
for Travis O'Connor,
That's
not to be
Capital.
confused with Little Travis, and Charlie Hargrave, not to be confused with Little Anything, and Joe Davis. This is Rick Phillips for CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. Good night, everybody, and go Tigers.